All right, y'all. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J is back. We've been away for a week. The damn snow had us all messed up here in the Richmond, Virginia area, but we are back in the building. We are celebrating 1 year anniversary with the existence of Legacy Internet Radio, and I'm ready and happy to get it in. We got a lot to talk about. We talking about missing airplanes. We got 5-year-olds having sex. We got a healthy segment with SY, but she won't tell me if it's healthy or wise, but that's cool. We debuting a brand new segment tonight, and we got gay pastors celebrating their 1 year anniversary. We got a lot to get into tonight, and we ready to do it with y'all, the listeners of Legacy Internet Radio. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J is right now.
Open your ears, strap on your thinking cap. Socially conscious talk that's entertaining with a dash of humor and the top sports stories of the week. It's time for Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J.
Sellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go. Puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago. Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown, New York.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. He hits one deep to right center. That ball is out of here. The Yankees win the pennant.
If they lying,
then you must be half stepping.
ain't no half stepping with Marcus J, y'all. We back, excited as hell, live in the building, back for the first time in the new Legacy Internet Radio year. We back. 1 year anniversary was last week, but we wasn't here because damn it snowed and we couldn't get through on the roads. It was ice and stuff. We wanted to be here with y'all, but we couldn't be. But we are here tonight, live in the building, live from the den. The flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio is here. Be down with us tonight at 804-402-2893 to be down with us tonight. That's my girl, SY. I'm going to introduce her momentarily. Help me out there with the intro. She's just as excited as I am to actually be here. We are definitely ready to get it in. We got a lot to get into tonight. I teased some of it right at the top, and I don't think I need to tease it anymore. We're going to just get right to it. So as we do every single week, we always go around the room and introduce the Legacy Internet Radio family that we have in the building. And tonight, joining us for her monthly spot in the second Monday of every single month, joining the flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio, is my sister girl, Miss Tony. What's up, baby?
How you doing?
I am doing fabulously tonight. How you doing?
I'm good.
You all right?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm dragging a little, but I'm all right.
Everybody dragging, but you know what? When we came in here tonight, we was all dragging, but damn it, when that microphone went on, I ain't gonna lie, something came over me. I feel
Absolutely.
good.
It's always like that. I love the energy here. I'm always dragging on when I come in on my Mondays, but of course once we get started, just the crew is so live and stuff.
I just like to do it, man. We come in here, we feed off of each other. It's the 1 year anniversary, you know what I'm saying? And we'll come back to that with you here in just a moment, as I do every single week. I love to introduce my steady co-host that I know that when I'm here, she's here. I got SY Butler sitting to my left as she does every single week. What's up, girl?
Hello, darling.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm a little dragging too. But,
Oh,
you
damn.
know, when the mic came on, you're right. Something happens, just kind of
You
kicks you in the overdrive.
You turn up almost like Kevin Hart kind of turn up, don't we?
No.
Nah, we don't turn
That's
up
just
like
a
that.
little turn up.
Yeah, that's a little too much. I ain't gonna lie. As I was saying, I was like, nah, we don't never want to be that turned up.
No.
But it's good.
No.
It's good. It's good to see you. You got a special guest joining you tonight.
I know.
You want to say hey? I mean, she got the face on.
hi.
We got.
Hello.
She is super cute. Hey, look. That's why.
So weird.
That's why tell the listeners who we got here with us tonight.
I have my baby Kyra. Hey, say something in Japanese.
Kyra, say something in Japanese, because Kyra speaks like 19 languages, and she has
I only speak like 5.
She speaks like 20 languages, and she studied in 46 states. Say something in Japanese. Say hello.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you're on the spot. Lights on.
おはよう。私はパンドラです。
Translation: She wants to listen to Pandora in Ohio.
I said hello. I am Pandora.
See, I knew I heard Pandora.
You don't know.
I knew I speak Japanese. I speak Japanese, Tony.
No, sir.
I do.
Not today.
She
You
said,
something was up with your eyes.
What's wrong with my eyes?
Oh, nothing.
You got new glasses.
Did I say that out?
Nah, these not new.
Yeah, they are.
I don't get to see the doctor of optometry, Dr. Euphemia Huggins Williams, ODPC.
That's his eye doctor, y'all.
Until this Friday.
I just saw her this week.
Did you really?
Well, last week, yes.
I got my eye appointment this Friday. I'm going to see the doctor of optometry. I go to see her at least once a year. She hooks me up. And just because organically we came to that moment, I get to go see her this Friday. So if you want to get your eyes checked, make sure you don't have no glaucoma. Because, I mean, if you got glaucoma, you might have to, partake in medicinal things.
No, I don't think she writes those prescriptions.
You don't think so?
No.
She would if I asked her to. But anyway.
No, she won't.
No, I'm just saying. But in all seriousness, I'm glad. No, I don't have new glasses, but I intend to get some this week.
They're going to have tints, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so I called her because I've been having issues with my eyes. And I was all freaking out. And of course, she's wonderful. She's like, when you want to come in? So I was there like 2 days later. And she basically told me that I'm getting old.
Word.
Oh, then I'm not going.
Yeah. Because I'm having problems focusing.
Do you believe
and
her?
she said that that's the first thing to go.
Do you believe her?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, because Dr. Huggins knows what she's talking about.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That.
Wait until you get my age. And there, I think you can check with her because I may have my numbers wrong. But there's like a point value when for your eyes to start disintegrating. Like usually it's like 1 point, over a year or two.
But what if you got...
Mine went like 3.
What if you already got jacked up eyes? I mean, I got my first pair of glasses. I was in kindergarten. I was that kid that was
Okay,
hiding glasses
that
in the
was me.
lunchbox. Like, I was that kid.
This
That
is
was
the time.
me.
She said late 30s, early 40s is when it starts to go. So right now I don't need bifocals yet, but she was like, you'll be calling me soon.
No,
Oh,
that's
yeah, I
all right.
got
I mean, I'm already like Fred Sanford. I'm that guy that has a drawer full of glasses, and I just decide...
Just pick one.
On a whim what day. If I'm wearing brown, I wear the brown tints. If I'm wearing black, I wear the black tints.
You can see him at the drawer now going.
Yeah, man.
I was knocking on the drawer for y'all who know Fred Sanford.
Yeah, man. That is fabulous. I'm glad you did it. Ain't no half step with Marcus J. Listen, I am very excited to see you ladies here. We will potentially be joined by another host of a show here on Legacy Internet Radio later on in the show. So I'm looking forward to the potential of having that person join us. But for now, the three of us, as well as Miss Kyra is here to kind of talk about what we got going on. And the first thing I want to do is just kind of talk a little bit about reflections of Legacy Internet Radio being in existence for a year. Every single three of us have had a very different participation with regards to Legacy Internet Radio at its inception. And so, Tony, I want you to kind of jump in first. You were there with us at the very beginning. You were with Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J when we were basically working for the man. And now we work for ourselves. We own our own stuff now. We the flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio. You were there from the beginning. Why don't you just give me some reflections real quick before we ask the question we always like to ask, which is what the hell?
I'm first off just very honored to have been a part of it, to kind of see this growth, the birth of Legacy Internet Radio, how, the different shows have come into being and grown. And I'm so proud of you guys. Like, I just remember how it was in the beginning. And I remember my first night, joining them on the show and being so nervous. I think I was nervous for probably like the first 6 months that I did it. But, it's just been an amazing journey. And I'm very proud of you guys and always here to support you. And I just look forward to years and years of Legacy Internet Radio just doing its thing and growing.
Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J had the honor of having the number one fan of Legacy Internet Radio join us and be part of the on-air talent. This sister right here listen to us every single week, not just Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J, but all of our programming, which included at the time, well, in the beginning it was just us, but later on became the show in live and radio joined us in April, and the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P, who was the first lady of Legacy Internet Radio, the first lady whose voice to ever be heard on Legacy Internet Radio. And you know, had Steppin' with Marcus J was Lissa P. SY was the first fan, and of course, she has become a part of the crew. So tell us what that's like.
Wow. It's weird because I can still remember going home. Like even now I still do it. Go home, come home from work, like don't bother me. Ice cream, sit in my bed and listen and shake my head and go, that's not right. He's so funny. Then type a little something every now and then. And then the next show came on and I'm listening and I'm like, oh, he's so funny. And then, you know, I met you guys, I think at the Love Revolution.
Love Revolution. That's the organization that we partner with here at Legacy Internet Radio. Love Revolution is the organization that's headed by Author Charisma, also known as the Dating Pool Diva. And we have our meetings third Saturday every single month.
Yeah, so we met there and, you know, we hung out, we laughed, we had fun, and I like these guys, you know. And then July 24th, I think it was, 23rd, 24th, I hosted Enliven Radio with my host, Marcus J. We had so much fun.
Yes, we did.
It was so much fun. And then I got hijacked, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Then I got hijacked.
Because it was almost like an audition, but it wasn't an audition. It was just like us kind of hanging out. And I realized how great you were on the air. And I said, there is absolutely no way I'm going to let Mr. LP get you. I said, she's mine.
It was fun. I had so much fun. And, you know, this is like the kidnapping that I never want to end, y'all. This is cool. And I love it. And now you're like a year old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J started on Legacy Internet Radio. The first voice that you heard was yours truly. And when we started on March 4th, 2013 at 7 p.m., we broadcast that first show live from Big Rube's apartment. And it was in his kitchen, complete with couches and dishes. And
they was in the kitchen cooking, y'all.
Rubens things and all kinds of stuff. And on that show, 10 minutes into the show, the illustrious host of the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P, Jay Grizzy, coined the phrase live from the den. He was the first one to say that because when we were at Ruben's house, of course, the mascot for Legacy Internet Radio is a lion. Which comes from my love of Bob Marley. And when, you know, Grizzy was aware of all those things, you know, he just kind of organically in the middle of conversation, it was almost like he didn't even think about it. He was just like, yeah, we live from the den. That's what we going to call
like
it.
Zing!
Yeah, and it just was like
everybody
were
in the den.
Yeah, and everybody, we all kind of paused, was like, word, that fits. Like, yeah. And so that's where we are, live from the den. Now, my brother, Mr. LP Steven Sykes, hosting live and radio on Tuesdays from 7 now. He likes to call this the Bat Cave, but damn it, this ain't no Bat Cave.
Ain't no Bat Cave.
This is
you gotta excuse
the
him
den.
sometimes. He don't know.
Yeah, but we love him. He's ours, but damn it, it's a little crazy if you want to call this the Bat Cave. But when I alluded earlier that we may have a person join us, that's the man himself who steps in the room, and we'll see him, or we'll hear him on the air at some point before the end of the show. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus. Actually, he's here. Let me get I like to call him the voice. the voice of Legacy Internet Radio.
Jeffrey
And I always
Holder.
like to tell him, damn it, just give us the real voice. Don't be trying to, you know what I mean? Don't be
perpetrating
trying,
a
yeah,
fraud.
man. Don't be trying to sanitize it and make other
He's
people
a
comfortable. Give it to
charlatan,
him raw,
y'all.
Mr. LP Steven Sykes, host
The
of
real-
Live in Radio every single Tuesday night from 7 to 9. My brother. The technical advisor. I've given him all these names, right?
AKA.
The Wiz.
That's right. My brother, Steven Sykes. What's up, brother?
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing fabulously here. Steven is never a man that sits idle. He's always working. He's bringing in the supplies. We won't get into
I
what
like
they
to know why
are.
I'm moving the
But
furniture.
he's bringing in supplies to make sure that the den, we don't call it that other name.
Today is the day.
Today
It
is the
really
den.
is the den every day.
It is the
It is
den.
today is the day.
Every single week.
We're gonna put a sign
Every
up.
single week in Live on Radios, every single Tuesday from 7 to 9. But when we are fortunate here on Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J, Mr. LP is in the building and he can grace us with his presence from time to time. Mr. LP, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. A little exhausted. A busy weekend for Legacy Internet Radio. Not just in Live, but for Legacy Internet Radio, we were very busy. We were at 2 photo shoots in the model call, and we were at one lady, Box Cutter Magazine. She's going to have a gala. Legacy Internet Radio is invited to come down, celebrate this event to help provide supplies for safe houses. There's always stuff for, shelters, but the safe houses don't have anything. So we're going to have some politicians, the governors come, a whole bunch of different people there, and celebrities. And then the next day was a model call for finishing up for Dominic Lund's business, and he's gave us an ad doing a whole bunch of different things. So
Dominic Lund, the hairdresser, hairstylist.
Hairstylist, but we got a fashion show, a whole bunch of different things going on down there, and a lot of pictures. And
Go Legacy Internet Radio.
I tell you, you know what? That's why with the voices, man. I'm gonna tell you something. We need to you know who you sounded like just now? You sounded like Mary Tyler Moore. Like at the end of the show when she used to do the thing with the ear.
Mr. Grant.
Yeah, man. I think we just kind of dated
I was about to say,
ourselves.
'cause I don't know what
Yeah, I
you
think we
guys are
dated
talking
ourselves.
about.
Oh, you know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
You
so
know
glad we
Mary
had this time
That's Carol Burnett,
together.
sweetheart.
Oh, I'm sorry.
With the
we
ear
can't
thing,
help
yeah.
that you look 25.
Yeah, I'm thinking Carol Burnett. I said Mary Tyler Moore, but I am thinking Carol Burnett.
Yeah, I know when you
See?
did the ear
There you
thing.
go.
With the ear
That's
thing.
Carol Burnett.
Okay,
See?
well, you know,
You're fired.
y'all make me sick. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J. All right, listen, let's jump right into the segment here that makes us all say, what the hell? Because usually when we talk about the things that we talk about in this segment, we all kind of cock our head to the side, raise our eyebrow like The Rock, and say, what the hell? And I want Tony in on this one first, okay? I don't know who has been paying attention to the news on this particular story. I have. And if you haven't, you're about to raise your eyebrow and say, what the hell? Malaysia Airlines. Malaysia Airlines is the airline that had the plane that left somewhere in the Middle East. I'm sorry, not the Middle East. I'm sorry, the Far East. I think they left like Thailand.
Beijing, I believe.
Well, they were going to Beijing.
They were going to Beijing.
They were going to Beijing, and they were flying due north to Beijing from, I believe it was Thailand. And they got over past the land. They got a few hundred miles into the ocean. And apparently they tried to turn back. There's some dispute as to whether they were trying to do that. But the plane lost contact with air traffic control and vanished. And when I say vanished, I've seen stories that allude to it being disintegrated, vanishing, disappearing. They have no idea what happened to this plane and went down. Depending on where you live in the world, it's either Friday or Saturday, because we know on the other side of the world it was Saturday. Here it was Friday. But they lost air traffic control Saturday. They had a large multinational search that's underway at sea right now. At least 2 of the people that boarded the plane were using stolen passports. Apparently, those 2 stolen passports were purchased by an Iranian man, and there's some suspected foul play there because those 2 passports were, well, not the passports, but the tickets that were purchased were sequential. For example, it was ticket number 1 and ticket number 2 as opposed to them being more random. They're saying that the plane may have tried to change course which also begs the question, was there some foul play there? There was some question as to whether there was an oil slick, which is unconfirmed, as well as whether there was some debris in the ocean. Well, the sea, I think that's the China Sea or the Black Sea or something, whatever it is. In that part of the world, they had some debris that they thought might have been related to this particular plane, which has since been unconfirmed. So I'm kind of tripping off of this because the first story that I heard, Tony, they said that the plane disintegrated. I don't know about that one. Disintegrated. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J. Tony, what you got?
I mean, first of all, it's just very sad to think that those 200 plus people that were on that plane, I mean, how does everybody just disappear? But the searches have not produced any signs of anything. Like you said, there was that oil slick that they thought may have been related, but they ruled that out. There's no sort of debris that they were able to link to the actual plane. I was watching the Today Show this morning, and they had an analyst on there, I guess, who deals with plane crashes and things like that. And he said that just given the nature of the fact that the pilot or co-pilot didn't communicate with them, it had to have been something so catastrophic that they didn't have time to even think about contacting anyone else. And his thoughts were that it was due to an external source, such as a bomb or something like that, because if that were the case, like within the cockpit, they would have like 5 to 8 seconds to do anything, to react. So he's thinking that, maybe that it was some sort of, maybe a bomb or something that was on there. But I still don't see how, like, there's no trace at all of this plane. That's crazy. People who are on it.
That's crazy. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J. I want to say peace to my sister Joy.
Hey, Joy.
What's up, girl? Joy is listening to us. We got Jay Grizzy, host of the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Alyssa P. every single Wednesday. Legacy Internet Radio, Jay Grizzy and Alyssa P. I'm not sure which one of the two of them, but one of them is checking in right now. We got my brother Sid. What up, bruh? Listening to us right now. We got some love out there in social media. That's why they saying that plane disintegrated in the middle of the air, even though there's some weird stuff going on with regards to passports and tickets and all that kind of stuff. Plane disintegrated in 2014. They don't know where the plane is at. What the hell?
Well, the plane didn't disintegrate. It's a new Bermuda Triangle.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So the Bermuda Triangle in the Far East sucked up the plane?
Yes.
It's a new one? But they call it the Thailandese.
The Bermuda Thailand black hole.
/ Beijing.
Yes.
With a little Japanese in it.
That's not funny.
So we can get Kyra to tell us about Japan and their black hole over there. The shrug shoulders can't help us right now. Kyra, come on now. You're supposed to be the authority on the Far East because you speak 72 languages and you've studied in 58 countries and you've met with prime ministers and whatnot, and you have brokered peace in all kinds of parts of the world. And she's shaking her head like Marcus J is tripping.
I do not know. I haven't been caught up in my studies recently with my with Japanese and German, and I feel very upset with that. But yeah, it's. Oh, I know nothing of that. No.
It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it, because here's the deal, and I'm gonna get LP on this one, Mr. LP on this one here. Steven, you've got the airplane in 2014 with the technology that we have. This particular plane, which I believe is a 777 Boeing, that has been in existence since 1995, with a fabulous record. The record being there's only been one crash, and I know that sounds crazy. One crash is too many, but when you think about the amount of planes that fly every single day, and for the last 19 years since 1995, with there only being one crash for this particular plane, it's a fabulous record. And this particular situation where you've got this plane that by all accounts has disappeared off the map, is there some sort of conspiracy going on that they're not telling us something, or is it really just missing? Air traffic control can't find it and went off the grid. What the hell?
Okay. I think there's Three quick things. One, this reminds you of a few years ago, there was that plane that went off the coast of Africa that was missing, and then they eventually found it a week later. I think that the black box, I think it's crashed. I don't think whoever got enough power to get enough heat over there with that much moisture to totally disintegrate in the air and leave nothing left. That's a lot of power. The aspect of it missing, I think that the black box is disactivated, it's not activated. I think that there was some other things going on there within that, and someone got hold of, because if they got hold of the passports, granted it was a year ago, so some years, the tickets, so somebody messed with the electronic system and thing. In my honest opinion, something went on where some security measures was disabled, because if it's going to crash, there's an automatic thing that goes over there. And then keep in mind, Malaysia spends $1.6 billion in security spending, and U.S. provides over 70% of that money for us here, over there. So that's what happened. So you mean to tell me they don't know what's going on? If we're going to spend that type of money, our eyes is on that security system.
I never flew a plane. You know, I've never been part of air traffic control. I have stayed at a Holiday Inn once. And yeah, I gotta do that same bad joke every single week. But seriously, from what we've seen, SY, in, I use the phrase pop culture because it's the only phrase that's coming to my mind. But from what we've seen, the way the world works now, we have the expectation that the black box, wherever it's at, should be transmitting, whether it's at the bottom of the ocean or if it blew the hell up. There should be something out there. These people haven't had contact with this plane since Friday/Saturday, depending on where you at in the world. Now, I'm going to introduce a little supernaturalness going on here. Was there some sort of UFO that blew it out the sky? Was there some sort of terrorist country that blew it out the sky? We know we got this stuff going on with the Ukraine and Russia. And if you look at the map, due south of where Russia is where this plane disappeared. I mean, this is all conjecture. We don't have no reason. We just having a little fun with it. Any idea, in your opinion, what the hell happened to this plane, man?
You know, listening to Steven's explanation or idea of what may have happened to the plane, it does sound like some serious foul play. That's a lot of work to be done. I mean, as far as the tickets, the black box. You can
get hold of the black box very easily for the mechanical side of it without the knowing. But keep in mind, we're coming from the mindset here. It's not the same over there.
Right.
So there's that aspect. The other thing is that's a high traffic route. Like if you, for example, if you travel from here to the London or East or anything like that before, you go in pretty much straight across. But when you come back, you're going across the almost near the equator and things like that. So if something happens, there's like at least 30, 40 in a row constantly. So what gets me is it had to go down without an explosion in the air. Because if there was an explosion in the air, it's going to be enough smoke,
there'll be debris
and everything else. Then that type of heat to blow up in the air is going to pick up on somebody's radar, if anything, China.
Not only that, not only would it pick up on radar, Stephen, but you would see the evidence of the explosion in the debris field, which there is none, Tony. They said that there might have been an oil or a fuel line that you can see visible through satellite footage in the ocean, but it's been unconfirmed.
But a bunch of China ships and other people leave fuel out there all the time.
Exactly.
So that's not a uncommon thing to see
that's
out
what
there.
they were saying this
Exactly.
morning Today Show. They were like they at that point they said that they determined that wasn't
the poor families.
Yeah, man, those people wilding out in the airports there, and I don't know that I blame them. I mean, the thing is, here we are in Richmond, Virginia. We have questions. I am distressed by it, by virtue of this show. We always kind of have a little fun with stuff, even some of the more serious stuff. Sometimes we have a little fun with it and kind of add a little humor to it. But the truth of the matter is, I'm a little perplexed by the fact that they can't find this big-ass plane. Like, what the hell, man? It's tripping me out. I Steppin, Marcus J. Want to move on for it because really I could talk about this one right here for the whole 2 hours. But I want to talk about the mother who drove her damn car minivan into the ocean.
Everybody in the pool.
Everybody in the see, you know what? Orlando, Florida is where I'm getting this article, and I'm also getting it from
The Huffington Post.
pregnant South Carolina woman pointed to the ocean, locked the doors, rolled up the windows, telling her 3 children she was, quote, trying to take them to a better place, end quote, as she drove her minivan into the surf. Ebony Wilkinson. Now, by virtue of her name, Ebony, this ain't no white girl, y'all. I ain't never met a white girl in my life named Ebony. I ain't never met a Chinese girl in my life named Ebony. I ain't never met an Asian. I never met a Hispanic. Tony, if her name is Ebony, she is
Brown.
There you go. Brown translation. She a sister, y'all. A sister took her car and drove it into the water, screaming children, saying everyone was okay as she left the van in the water. Okay, Wilkinson, 32 years old, charged with 3 counts of attempted murder, 3 counts of child abuse causing great bodily harm. She's scheduled to make a court appearance here soon. The bystanders and beach safety officers, paying no attention to the mother, pulled 2 girls and a boy, ages 3, 9, and 10, from the windows of the vehicle to safety last Tuesday in Daytona Beach. Later, Wilkinson denied trying to hurt her children, telling investigators she was driving too close to the water.
Come on.
And the waves pulled her in. That's what the affidavit says. The children, on the other hand, told the investigators another story. Quote, "Mom tried to kill us," they told the detectives, according to the document. Quote, "Mom is crazy." I'm going to leave it there because I think I said enough, Tony. I want you on this one first, Tony, and that's why I'm going to ask y'all to anchor this because y'all are moms. Not that I think y'all crazy enough to drive your babies into the water, but y'all are moms. I want you first, Tony. What you got, man?
You have to be crazy to do something like that.
No, that's far beyond crazy.
I mean, some people can argue, is mental health, like where do you draw the line between mental health and just evil? To me, evil would have been like setting them on fire and watching them burn, but you actually were in the car with them and drove them into the ocean. Like that, something in your mind is not where it needs to be, and it's really sad, but I'm glad those children are at least old enough to understand and know that something is off about mommy so that they could help her get the help that she needs. Hopefully they'll never be allowed back in her presence without supervision. But, I'm glad that they were old enough because she probably would have been able to convince somebody just like she did earlier that day that she was perfectly fine.
That's why.
Yeah, she's nuts. I just can't. I can't think of anything that would make me want to drive my kids into the water. I can't make me think of anything. I can't think of a thing that would make me want to hurt my kids in that kind of way. There's something's awfully wrong. Awfully wrong.
My natural instinct, of course, is to kind of have a little fun, make a little joke. But you know what? This one, there's nothing there for me. It really, Stephen, there's nothing there for me to even play with. This lady drove, it reminds me of Susan Smith, which was the woman in South Carolina a few years ago, maybe 10 or more, white woman that when she did the same thing, she tried to say a brother did it. A brother abducted her and her kids and tried to, a lot of times you have these stories where these people do these crazy things and try to blame it on other people. This lady didn't try to blame it on other people. She just straight up lied and was like, "Yo, it's too close to the water." And the kids, I'll be honest with you, Mama J is 10, she'll be 11 soon. And that's why you have grown children, and Tony, yours is a mid-teenager. Y'all know when your children get to a certain age, they attain a level of maturity where they're not grown. Obviously, they're not grown, but they ain't stupid. You know what I mean? You can have a conversation with them about the world, the stuff they see on television, the stuff they experience. And I think, in my personal opinion, at that age is somewhere around 8 or 9 years old. For me, at least it was for Mama J. And with her being like almost 11, like if I tried to harm her, she'd be able to tell you, "Daddy out his damn mind."
Oh, she gonna black belt
Well, yeah, she might kick my ass. She is a black belt. But with these kids, I think the story alluded to 1 is 9 and 1 is 10. Those children are the age of discretion. Which basically means they know better. They know what's going on. Steven, these kids are old enough to know that their mama out her damn mind What's your thoughts, bro?
She really had something else going on with her mind that she totally looked crazy. She didn't even look remorseful or even that much in pain in court. Like she's totally dazed, that she's sedated. She's offered medicines. Somebody in the family maybe saw something, didn't. Who knows? We don't know the backstory, but obviously this is wrong. And I'm just glad that they were caught. I imagine about how many other mothers who doing this same thing. It's just not the way to go. Just give your kids to somebody that's responsible and just walk away. I don't believe in parents abandoning children, but I'd rather you walk away and your child has a chance versus you killing them.
And you know how Steppin, Marcus, J. Tony, you were going to say something?
Oh, no, I was just saying, yeah.
You were saying, it was a way to go, Steven.
Exactly, yeah. Give me old.
And you know how Steppin, Marcus, J. live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Be down with us. We know you listening. We might say something that'll either get you so fired up that you want to agree, or you like Marcus J, SY, and Mr. LP and Miss Tony. They all out their damn minds. I got to call them up and tell them so. If you want to do it, you can call us up, and the phone number to call us up.
You can call us on 804-402-2893.
Yeah, that's like the British version of it. Anybody else have any like funky accents that y'all can get a phone number to, Steven?
Yes, I'm Sean McConnery. I was the original Bond.
And the phone number?
That's not an accent.
And your Sean Connery voice, what's the phone number?
Oh, yeah, it's just, blimey now. I was the original Hunter of Red October. It's 804. Is that your number? Pretty letter.
402.
402.
2893.
Oh, excuse me,
Blimey.
baby. I just wanted to hear your voice. 2893.
I guess I could do it. I mean, it's
Go ahead,
804. What that is? Oh, that's another 4 and a 0 and a 2.
That's our O.
And then another, hold up. Another 2 and an 8 and a 9 and a 3.
That's a O, not a 0.
Hey, yo, man. I mean, I don't even understand why y'all,
Like
why
Murray
y'all
Hill
talk.
5.
Hey, yo, look, why y'all talking like that? For real, yo. It's like, it's not even that serious. You got one over here. She talking like she from Britain or something. And you got this dude right here. You know what I'm saying? This dude is chocolate, and he trying to talk like he from Scotland. You know what I mean? Like he from Scotland, like, you know, Sean Connery or something. And then you got her over here sounding like all ghetto fabulous. You know what I mean? Why don't y'all just say the phone number, y'all? I mean, say the phone number, son. It's 804-422-2893, son. What's the deal? All right, having a little fun. We just want y'all to call
I want
us.
you to stay out of Brooklyn.
Oh man, was that
Or
Brooklyn?
Jersey.
I'm from Jersey.
No,
We don't
Street
talk like
for
that.
you.
We don't talk like that in Jersey. We don't talk like that in Jersey. Ain't no half Steppin, Marcus J. All right, we got a couple of more we'll get to before we get SY to hit us with the mystery healthy / wide segment that she ain't telling us about. You know what I mean? I'm the host of the show, and I don't know what we talking about, which makes me very vulnerable,
I'll give you a
Tony.
good hint, though.
Tony, I feel vulnerable.
I'll give you a good hint.
Steven, I'm vulnerable,
Let me see
man.
some
That's the
tears.
way it goes, bro.
I'm
Let me see some tears.
Can't
I'm
always be in control
exposed.
of everything.
It's the
You're
way it
exposed.
grows.
I'm exposed. Like, I didn't expose myself like Peeping Tom style, but you know what I mean?
Girly, like the dude in Chesterfield.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
call,
Yeah,
Bird.
not like him, because that's nasty.
Yeah.